Hello everyone. I want to talk about the topic on how to eat more protein, which is something that a lot of people ask me because it's easy to get carbs and fats, but getting protein is just not that easy. But eating enough protein is difficult because protein keeps you more satiated and feeling full for longer. So for people that don't have large appetites to begin with, eating protein can be a nightmare because when you have one steak, you're going to be full for a very long time. I used to be like that often too. I used to think that eating grilled chicken and salad was the way to go because that's going to help me gain muscle, but wasn't getting enough calories. Getting enough protein, though, on the other hand, is something that you have to be mindful of when you first start doing it, but it starts in the grocery store. So if you buy a lot of carbs and fats, you're going to eat a lot of carbs and fats. If you buy a lot of protein, you're going to have no option but to eat your protein. So for me, I just try to don't just buy protein foods, but I do try to have a higher percentage of my foods being high in protein so that I'm eating more foods high in protein, because it's difficult to eat protein if you don't have any. But one of the biggest tips that I can give you if you want to eat more protein is drink your protein. Protein shakes are an easy way to get in the protein that you want in your diet without having to sacrifice making a meal or, getting full from eating that meal. So for me, I like to do 2-scoop protein shakes after my workout. I'm not saying to do this, but it can be a help whenever you're not reaching your daily required protein. It's a supplement, but it should never replace your whole food nutrition. It should just supplement it, and that's where the word for supplement comes from. So some people I know do protein shakes all the time and they don't end up getting muscle. It's probably just because they aren't eating proper good foods. Now, one thing that you can do to increase your protein intake is to make it fun to eat protein. If you have an air fryer, you're set, because you can make delicious chicken and it's mostly going to be protein without having extra carbs or fat. There's a lot of recipes out there. Bread it if you want to, or just have it fried in the microwave, or not in the microwave, in the air fryer, and then use whatever type of sauce you want. I prefer to use like a hot sauce that's not going to have any calories, but still give it a lot of flavor. That's just my personal preference. But if you have an air fryer, you're set. You can make easy to make protein chicken strip type things that I even just have as a snack. Chicken's good all the time if you know how to make it right. Another thing is protein bars are good too, but if you over rely on whey, it's kind of, as I said, you don't want to rely on just supplements. It should supplement what you already are doing good. But protein bars are nice if you're, let's say, out in the go and you want to get to protein. You can have that. It's on the go, quick and easy. Finding a good tasting protein bar is important, but also finding one that's not going to break the bank, because they can add up over time. But I use those as more of a, if I'm desperate, I'm going to have a protein bar. Protein shakes are kind of like the first go-to if I'm severely lacking in protein, but whole food should be the way to go. If you like beef a lot, tacos, burrito bowls, things like that are really nice to get your protein in, or just a plain old steak. I really like steak for getting protein. Things like eggs, even though eggs are really expensive right now. Any type of food that you can have around the house, common, that you like, is going to help you eat more protein more often. Even just having this is something that I've gotten my clients to do in the past, is take a screenshot of a note. Write a note in your phone right now that says eat more protein, or something along the lines of that. Screenshot that note, set it as your phone's wallpaper, and then you're gonna have, if you look at your phone 100 times a day or 500 times a day, you're gonna see that note 500 times a day, and you're gonna be reminded to eat protein that many times. Now, I'm not saying you should eat protein 500 times a day, but every little reminder is nice if you're not able to do it, if you're not just thinking about it, because some people just forget to eat for the full day, and that's also not doing themselves any good. So yeah, have a lot more protein around the house. Have those quick, easy protein shakes and things like that. Even pre-made protein shakes. I got Premier proteins at home, just in case I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to make a shake. I got pre-made ones. Having protein bars, and just having food you like. That's really important. For protein food you like, find a few good recipes that you enjoy. I'm a really big fan of just putting chicken in an air fryer, maybe putting some breading on it, but just frying it up and then putting hot sauce on it. I really like that. It helps me drink more water too. So those are my tips for helping to get more protein in your diet. I hope it was useful. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button below, and I'll see you in the next video.